good morning guys. So this morning here I want to talk about OCD and cars. So I'm going to go over you just a little bit here of how I plan on doing cars, how I go about it, what I need to do, what I have to do to make sure my cars are perfect and real street cars. Now what do I mean by that? So what defines a street car is the first question. For me, a street car it has every accessory for the most part that it would have had from the factory or then some. You know, I like power steering, I like to have AC, heat. I want it to be a true street car. You know, if I take it out in the cold, I want to make sure I'm nice and cool or nice and warm. If it's hot outside, I want to be able to turn the AC on. And it does get to a point where, you know, it can be a little hard to do stuff like that, mostly for the fact that, you know, you're making more power, there's things that need to be sacrificed, but you don't want to sacrifice it all. So you try to keep as many features as you can, and that's how I try to do it for the most part. Now, there's times that I will remove certain things, like on the MR2 about removing, say, cruise control on it, because it's something I'd never use, ever. I used it once on the 8-hour drive back from buying the car, but I'll never drive it 8 hours again. It won't happen. And even during that 8-hour drive, I kept kicking it on and off constantly, because as much as you think you're gonna use it for 8 hours straight, you end up hitting traffic or this person cuts you off, so you're gonna take it off. So what do you really need and what you don't? So I'm gonna go a little bit in detail here today, guys, what you guys think and what you guys believe is a true street car, and how I feel about like making sure your car looks a certain way and acts a certain way. But first, I need to go change my clothes. I was wearing this the night before, so let's go change real quick. So I can be picky on multiple levels, a lot with the way the car looks. Now, I know the channel is called Pure Function, but the car must look a certain way for me. I don't like gaudiness, I love simplicity. I overthink everything down to like how a nut and bolt was, there's an extra bolt there. Can I remove that bolt? Can I make it better? Can I make it a stainless steel? Can it be a titanium bolt? Cleaning a set of wheels. You know, it has 6-spoke stock. Can I make it a 5-spoke wheel and look cleaner and nicer? That was the whole reason behind getting these bad boys right here. It took me forever to find a simple set of 5-spoke wheels. Ray's Engineering was the only one that really offered them, and it made my life a little bit harder as finding the correct offset, making it look proper on the car in the way I want to look. You know, I want an aggressive stance, I want the car to look mean rolling down the road, but I don't want any camber, you know, and I want it to ride nice. I don't want to hear rubbing and scraping and all that nonsense. It also needs to have proper coilovers. So what do I mean by proper coilovers? There's guys out there saying, I need to spend $4,000 or $5,000 on these proper coilovers, but they get them and they ride like crap to them because they don't have the right spring rates and stuff, because they're meant to race in a track. They're not set up the way they would want them to because they want a street car. That's kind of how I am. I know that, you know, you could spend all the money in the world, but it might not be right either. I could have bought, say, an $8,000 set of dollar wheels, but why? That wouldn't fit the bill I'm looking for. I'm looking for a street car still at the end of the day. So for me, like people like BC Racing and stuff, these Taiwanese companies, Megan Racing and stuff, I actually have Megan Racing on the Supra, and everyone's like, why would you put these cheap Taiwanese coilovers? And honestly, it's because they had something that was called the Easy Street from Megan, and it rides really well. Like, no issues here. It's 4 years later, still not blown. I check them all the time, and it rides great. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still coilover. It is not going to ride like an LS400 did stock, okay? I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a sports car. I mean, it still rides better than what it did before because the car had blown shocks. So that's how I'm kind of looking at it, and it gives me better handling, yet I still get all the comfort that I was looking for. Is it the same as, say, brand new shocks around brand new springs from Toyota? Probably not, but it's, again, at the end of the day, you're looking for performance gains here too, and looks. You know, want to lower the car, but it handles much better now too. Same with putting Titan Motorsports sway bars on the car, has made the car handle much, much better. I don't have the rollover I used to. Also, having adjustable end links makes that much better. Now there's another issue, you know, adjustable end links. You get open-ended end links, they tend to clink and clank, and they make some pretty loud noises. So I removed the ones I had on it and went to a sealed setup and removed all that noise. So there's an example of getting a proper setup and getting something that's streetable. Helps you get performance, but you don't gain any noise. There's no adverse effects that'll give you any problems down the road. But what it comes down to, what is your definition of a street car? I need to know in comments below, what do you define? Because it's gotten very broad here, especially in the last, I'm gonna say 5 years. I take that back, not 5 years, I'd say in the last 20 years. So what I mean by that, for TX2K has really taken things from here to way over here. I think what we define as a street car has really got out of whack, and then when Street Outlaws came out, you got full, pretty much pro mod cars as street cars, and it's a joke, and they call it a street car because it's racing on the street that's closed off. I guess, I mean, to me, it's not a street car. Let's go make a fucking, I don't know, a left turn real quick. I mean, you can't do anything. Like, you literally go down the road, they spin it around, it takes a big wide turn, and they put it back in the trailer. To me, that's not a street car. I mean, I don't really understand that whole concept. Do I think it's neat? Yeah, but they call it a street car. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Window down in the comments below. Maybe I'm completely off base here. What do I know? But I need to know what you guys think. What do you define as a street car? I see it as a car that you could drive every day, but still makes good power. If it's not something you could drive to work and it's not fun for you anymore, I don't see it as a street car anymore. I mean, you can't enjoy it. But other people are gonna say, well, it drives on the street and I drive it here and there. That defines their street car. And hey, once again, that's fine. That is your opinion. That's why I'm so glad I live in good old America, because you can have your own opinion, and that's awesome. But I need to know, because, you know, I know I have my skewed view. I want to hear yours. Now, guys, to round out this video, I'm going to give you a few more updates. I got to talk to John Purdue yesterday, who is working on the car down at TLC Auto Detail. Him and his entire team are, Dave included. Right now, they took the hood off the car. The reason they took the hood off, they said they could have saved it, but it was kind of too far gone since I didn't paint the car. So he's going to take it next door. How convenient is that? There's literally a body shop right next door to a detail shop. So they're gonna go ahead and take care of it and have the hood sprayed. So I'll get that done, and the hood should look perfect now. I said they have time that they'll gas it out. They can actually bake the hood and gas it out, because usually you have to wait 6 to 8 weeks. It's pretty new to me. We don't have that kind of stuff up in this area, I don't think. There's no local body shops to me that can do that kind of stuff, but him being closer to DC, Fairfax, Virginia, there's a lot more money down there. So I'm pretty excited about that. The hood will look fresh too, on top of being coated with Modesta. I've never dealt with ceramics before. I've always read about them, I've always seen them, but I've never physically used them. I'm pretty excited about it after watching the videos and how strong it is. Like, watch the guy literally take the blunt end of a marker and just bang against it. Look, I'm surprised it didn't dent it because he was hitting it so hard, and then just wipes it off. No detailer spray, no nothing. Just takes a microfiber towel and starts buffing the scratches off, and they just go away. No heat, no magic, no nothing. And that was the cheap stuff, and they're using the Paul Dalton, which is like top dollar, whatever. It costs a pretty penny to do this, but I think it's going to be worth it when it's all said and done for me. I see it as a good investment for the car. I see it as something that helps me clean it faster. It looks good. I don't have to be as peculiar with the car. I feel like I don't have to worry about waxing it, doing anything. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to just drive the car, wash it properly, use your 2 and 3 bucket method to wash the wheels and the body, and just take care of it. Like, super, super simple. No more waxing, no more nothing. And something that sits indoors like this, that's not sitting out in the elements, it should last for years. It technically has a 10-year warranty on this, which to me is kind of like mind-blowing. That's sitting outside and driving it every day. So for me, someone who's gonna have it parked 99% of the time, because I only get to drive it so much, it'll last me a lifetime if I wanted it to, which is pretty freaking awesome. So I'm very excited about that. I'm also gonna take down my Ray's engineering wheels here for the MR2 and have those coated once I get tires on it, drop it off them, go ahead and pre-coat the wheels. This way I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to dick with it anymore. Once again, you spray it off for the most part, wash the wheels real quick, and they're good to go. They don't scratch. You don't have to worry about brake dust embedding into them, which that drives me nuts on the wheels that are on the Supra as it is. Even though I wash them every time and I wash the barrels, they still get gunk and debris build up inside the barrels, and that kind of gets old. On top of it, I'm gonna try doing some detailing videos with the MR2, kind of go over using some other products. My one sponsor, Plus Soap, who has been very, very kind to me and taking care of me quite a good bit. I'm going to do some detailing on this car, go over like little nits and bits with it. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do or how I want to do it, but I'll kind of let you guys gauge that and see what you guys want to see exactly. If you have one of these cars or something that you guys don't know how to clean or how to get to, the tools I use. I love these little brushes that I have that like get into little nooks and crannies, because I hate when there's dirt and stuff inside of interior around like the edges where a regular cloth can't get to, these nice little brushes get to. So let me know down in the comments below also, guys, what you would like to see. All right, guys, thank you very much. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get up for the last video and this one. I'm hoping to get some more outside footage here tomorrow. I'm gonna do that for Tuesday night's video. Again, I wanted to bring this up. I've been talking about it on Instagram and Facebook. I'm gonna be doing 3 videos a week, every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Sunday night. Every time around between, I would say 5 to 7 o'clock, and the reason I have to have a window is because, again, I'm working, I gotta make sure it uploads in time, etc., so I can't stick to exact 5 o'clock. I know I could preload them, but I like to just upload them that night. YouTube can be a little funny about preloading. They tend to not push your videos when you do that. Why? Again, I have no idea, but that's YouTube for you. Also guys, give me some feedback. YouTube has been demonetizing every one of my videos. For the last 5 I've done, they've demonetized them all. Now, I've fought all 5 of those demonetizations, and I've won them, but for some reason, as soon as I post, within a couple hours, they get demonetized. I'm not sure why. If any other YouTubers out there know what's going on, maybe you can give me some insight. I'm not complaining, just kind of trying to figure out what's going on, because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I know they don't like political stuff anymore, this, that, and the other, but besides a little bit of cursing I do, which this one really has none for the most part, I don't understand what I could be doing wrong. So once again, give me some insight, guys. Any YouTubers out there, let me know. Thank you guys very much. Go down below, check out my Instagram and Facebook. Also have all my merch down there. I only have a very limited quantity left, and that's gonna be it for a while as I don't have time to keep up. So let me know, buy some stuff, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Peace!